Hi folks, it's Mike Murphy, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to update your Hostinger VPS operating system to keep it running smoothly and secure. If you have ever opened the browser terminal from your Hostinger dashboard and you see the message that there are updates that can be applied immediately, well, today's tutorial is going to address that, and I'm going to show you how to update these using this browser terminal. Today's tutorial is for you if your Hostinger VPS is running the Ubuntu operating system. This is the order of operations that I'm going to walk you through in this tutorial on how to update your VPS Ubuntu operating system packages. So this is the cheat sheet that I use whenever I want to update my Hostinger VPS operating system packages. So first, you see which packages are available to update on your operating system. So you run this upgradable command. Once you see the list of packages, you then refresh the list to make sure that it pulls in the latest updates for each of the packages. Then you install all of the updates, and then you clean up all of the unused packages on your operating system, so the ones that you don't need that are just adding clutter, and then you confirm that everything is updated. So you just run that first list again, and the goal is to get it to say listing done, so no more updates are available. After you sign into your Hostinger VPS account, look in the top right corner and click on Browser Terminal to launch the terminal. When the terminal opens, you're looking for a message. You've probably seen it before where it says there are updates that can be applied immediately. And right below the message that tells you that there are updates available, you'll see a note that says, if you want to see the additional updates, just run this little snippet right here. So just copy this, Command C, and you're going to paste it in the command line. So Command V and tap Return, and that returns a list of all of the system packages that can be upgraded. And the system packages are just little software components that help the operating system run. Next, we are going to refresh this list just to double check that there are no additional updates available. And for that, you're going to type sudo, sudo, space, apt, space, update. Tap Return. Just let it run until you get your cursor back at the bottom. And it looks like it found some stuff. And I'm not going to go through what all of these means because I do not know. But we now know that we have refreshed the list. And now it is time to upgrade all of the system packages on our Hostinger VPS running the Ubuntu operating system. So we'll type sudo, sudo, space, apt, space, upgrade, upgrade, tap Return. Do you want to continue? You're going to tap Y for yes. And then just sit back and wait until you see that root at your server with the cursor at the bottom. That tells you that everything is done. And you'll see there is a progress bar at the bottom. And when it's all done, we're going to refresh and see if there are any additional updates available. And we'll just keep doing this process until it tells us that we are up to date. And just to confirm, this is not updating N8N or your Docker containers. This is only updating the operating system. Now we're going to enter an Autoremove command. This is going to clean up and remove any unused packages on our operating system to keep our VPS running lightweight and clutter-free. I'll click and start typing sudo, sudo, and if you are wondering what the heck does sudo mean, sudo stands for super user do. This is just telling the terminal that you are the boss and you have permissions to make changes on the VPS. Tap the spacebar to add a space, then type apt. That stands for Advanced Packaging Tool. APT, or the Advanced Packaging Tool, is responsible for removing, updating, and installing the package managers on the Ubuntu operating system. After APT, tap the spacebar again to add a space, and then type Autoremove. No spaces in between auto and remove, so AUTOREMOVE. Tap Return key, And now it's going to list all of the packages so you can review everything, or you can just trust it and come down here, tap the Y to say yes to continue, tap return, and now it is removing all of the unused packages. This is going to free up disk space on the VPS and make sure that your VPS is tidy and running as efficiently as possible. And now we're going to circle back to the very beginning. We're going to enter the very first command we ran to see a list of all of the packages that are available on our operating system to upgrade. And what we are ultimately hoping for is that our operating system on our VPS is up to date and there are no packages available for upgrade at this time. I'll click and start typing apt. I'll do a space. I'll type list, L-I-S-T, space, dash, upgradable, upgradable, tap return. Listing done just confirms that it is finished scanning my VPS looking for packages that can be upgraded. And below that, it is going to list all of the packages that are still available for upgrade. And for me, it is just showing one. It's called cloud-init. And cloud-init is just a system package that helps your VPS initialize cloud settings. This N is a note. It's basically a comment giving me a heads up that while I do have this cloud-init package available, there's actually two different versions of cloud-init, and I can use this A flag to switch between them and choose which version I want. To view all of the versions available of this cloud-init, I'm going to type in apt space list space dash a space cloud COLUD dash init INIT. Tap return. So the top one is the latest version. The second one is the one in between. And the third one down here, this is the currently installed version. You can see it says now. It also says it's installed. To update to the latest version, I'm going to type sudo, sudo, and we're using sudo because we are making changes. Space, apt, space, install, install, space, cloud, dash, init. So that's just the name of the package. I'll tap return. Do I want to proceed? I'll tap Y for yes, tap return, and it's going to finish installing that cloud-init. Let's check again to confirm that there are no additional packages available for upgrade. So I'll type apt space list space dash upgradable, upgradable. I'll tap return. Listing is done. No additional packages for upgrade are listed below. Nice job. The VPS is fully updated. It is tidy, decluttered, and it should be running like a top. Now this message here about expanded security maintenance or ESM apps not being enabled, for most of you, you can safely ignore this message. This is more for enterprise level patches. It is just an optional service for Ubuntu. Now you can go to the site here if you want to learn more about it, or just do a ChatGPT search if it really is bugging you, but for most cases you can just ignore it. And a bonus tip, if your terminal window is full and it's stressing you out because you want a nice clean terminal, just type in clear at the end. And there you have it. If you see this message about one update could not be installed, but you run the upgradable list to see if there's anything available and nothing's coming up, there's a good chance that there's just a remnant stuck somewhere and it'll likely just go away in a future update. So do not worry if you just see something like this. And that is how to update the system packages on the Ubuntu operating system to keep your Hostinger VPS safe, secure, and running smoothly. My name is Mike Murphy, your AI handyman. Cheers.